Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. So we're going to start with grade 6 maths. So you can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 6 and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. So we're going to start with the chapter multiply and divide decimals. So here is the list of the lessons we're going to cover today. They are multiply and divide decimals by powers of 10, division with decimal quotients, division with decimal quotients. Okay, let me just division with decimal quotients. Then we have inequalities with decimal division, and then we have the final test. Inequalities with decimal division, and then we'll have the final test of each chapter. Got it? So let's just start with the final test of with the first lesson of the chapter lesson, that is divide and multiply and divide decimals by powers of 10. Let me write down the lesson name, then we'll start. Multiply and divide decimals by powers of 10. Okay, let's just start with the lesson. Okay, here I am on grade 6 maths. The chapter is divide, multiply and divide decimals, and the lesson is multiply and divide decimals by powers of 10. So just let's start with the first example. You have to do 100 times 2.43. Got it? You have to multiply the 100 by 2.43. So what you have to do, just count the number of zeros in the 100. We have two of the zeros in the 100. Got it? So the digit we're going to multiply is 2.43, and you have two zeros in the 100. So you have to just move the decimal place two places right. It would be then 243. Got it? You don't have to multiply them. Just count the number of zeros in the decimal. It would be, you have two zeros. So you have to move the decimal point two places right. So it would be then 243. Got it? Okay, let's just look another example. Okay, you have 110 times 1.8. So you have just one zero in the 10. That means you have to move decimal point one place right. Got it? It would be then 18. Got it, everyone? Just count the number of zeros and then move the number of then move the decimal point on the right side. Got it? Okay, let's just start with the examples, test questions. Okay, you have to divide two it would be the division sign here. Got it? That is the got it. You have to divide 20,084 divided by 100. Okay, count the number of zeros you have in the 100. We have two of the decimal places in the 100. Got it? So the decimal place here is you have here. Got it? So when you have to divide, you have to move decimal places left two places. Got it? For division, you always have to move decimal point left, and for multiplication, you always have to move the decimal point right. Got it? For division, you always move left, and for multiplication, you always have to move decimal places right. So to then 200.84 when you move two places left. Got it? So just select the correct option. That would be option number 208. Sorry, no, I thought it is 20824. What's wrong with my eyes? Wait, it is 20824. You have to move decimal place point two places left. It would be then 208.24. Got it? So just select the correct option. The first option is the correct one. Just select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is 8.1 times 10. You are multiplying. You have to move decimal place right. So 10 has just one zero. Got it? That means you have to move decimal place 1 point right. So when you move right, it would be then from here to here. So it would be then 81. Got it? So the second option is the correct one. Just select the correct option, then click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is okay. I forgot to click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is you have to divide. So while dividing, you always move decimal point left. Got it? It would be 5349.38. So it is dividing by the 10. 10 has only one zero. Got it? That means you have to move the decimal point one place left. It would be then right after, it would be now after 9. Then when you move 1 point, it would be before 9. So it would be 534.938. Got it? So which option is the correct one? Which of the option is the correct one? Option number 3. The last option is the correct option. Got it? So just select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, you have 9.57. You have to move decimal point left or right. It would be then left. 100 has two zeros. You have to move decimal points two places left. You always only have one. So add a zero. Now you have two decimal places. Got it? It would be then 0.0957. Got it? So which option is the correct one? Option number 1. Got it? Just select the correct option and click on the OK button. Keep this very important point in your mind. When you are dividing by the powers of zeros, you have to move decimal point left. And when you are multiplying, you have to move decimal point right. Got it? So here you are multiplying, you have to move decimal point two places right. Got it? But you don't have two places, so add zeros, make two places, and move decimal point from here. It would be then 700. Got it? Oh, just two places. Sorry, you already have one. Sorry. 0.7, you already have one, you have to add a zero. So it would be then from here to here, it would be then 70. Got it? So the correct option is 70. Just select the correct option, then click on the OK button. Got it? Okay, you can complete the test by yourself later today. Let me just move on to the next lesson. The next lesson is division with decimal quotients. Here is the next lesson. Let me just write down the lesson name. Okay, let's start with the next lesson. Okay, we're working on grade 6 maths. The chapter name is multiply and divide decimals. And here is the next lesson, that is division with decimal quotients. Got it? So whenever we are working on the um, division, that would be the divisor, that would be the dividend, and that would be the quotient. Got it? And if you subtracted some number, you're left with some number, for example, that would be the remainder. Got it? They are the basic terminologies related to the division. Got it? Keep them in your mind. Let's start with the first question you have to do. 0 0.8 divided by 7414. Let me just divide. 7414, you have to divide it by 0 0.8. Got it? Let's just divide without the decimal point. Got it? You like simple, we divide 74140 by 8. Got it? 874140 divided by 8. So we have to count 8, table of 8, until we get 74, a number that is less than 74. Got it? So it would be 8 times 2 is 16, 3 is 24, 8 times 4 is 32, 8 times 5 is 40, 8 times 6 is 24, 8 times 6 is 48, 8 times 7 is 56, 8 times 8 is 64, and 8 times 9 is 72. We can go for 8 times 9. 74, take away 72 is 2. Write the next digit down. You have 21. You have to 8 times 2 is 16. Got it? It would be then 8 times 2, 21. Subtract 16 is 5. Now bring the next digit down. You have just 4. Okay, you don't have 0 with a digit, but wait, let me just explain. I thought 0 is okay. The numbers you are given are 7414, and you have to divide it by 0 0.8. So first of all, the first thing we did is we removed the decimal point. Got it? You have just one decimal place right after the decimal. So when you are dividing, that means you have to move decimal point one place left. Got it? You have to move decimal point one place right. Got it? You have to move decimal point one place right. So here you have decimal point in 7414. Here you have decimal point. So to move right, you have to add a 0. Yeah, then you move from here to, it would be 71410. Got it? That's how you have a 0 with a number. Now we are dividing like the whole numbers. 8 times 6 is 48. Got it? So 48, 54 subtract 48 is 6. Now bring the next digit down, it will be 0. So 8 times 7 is 56. Now we don't have any other digit to bring down. So add a decimal point over here and a 0 over here. So 8 times 5 is of 40, and 40 take away 40 is 0. So that means it would be 9267.5. So first of all, you have to remove the decimal point. Got it? Like you are dividing, That means you have to move the decimal point one place right, and the divisor is decimal. Got it? So you have to move the decimal point one place right, not the dividend. Divisor is 0.8. That means that's how we move decimal point one place right, not the left. Got it? Okay, let's just do another example. Okay, it would be 863.6 divided by 0.8. Okay, so just look at both the digits. Both of the digits have one decimal place. Got it? Especially the divisor. 0.8 is the divisor. You have to move the decimal point from the divisor. Decimal has just one decimal place. That means you have to move the decimal point one place right. So when you move one place right, it will be 8636. Got it? So now you can just divide like we do, dividing whole numbers. 8 times 1 is 8. You have to bring another digit down. You have to count a table until you get 63 or a number that is less than 63. 8 times 7 is 56. 8 times 7 is 56. So 63 take away 56 is 7. Now bring the next digit down 6 times. 8 times 9 is 72, and here you have 4. We don't have another digit to bring down, so put a decimal point over here and 0 over here. 8 times 5 is 40. Got it? So you have the number that is 1079.5. Okay, let's just start with the practice questions. Just click on the test button and let's start with the practice questions. Okay, it is just look at the numbers. You have just one decimal place in the divisor. Got it? That means you have to move decimal point one place right. Got it? We don't have any other digit. Here you have decimal point. We don't have another digit to move right. So we add an extra zero, and when you move decimal point one place right, it would be 33650. Got it? You move decimal point from here to here. Now just divide 33650 by 4. Got it? So it would be then 4 times 7 is 4 times 8 is 32. We can go for 4 times 8. Say 32, subtract it is 1. Bring the next digit down. So it would be 4 times what number is 16? 4 times 4 is 16. Now bring the next digit down. That would be 5. 4 times 1 is 4. 1, and bring the next digit. That would be 0. So you have to do 4 times 2 is 8. You don't have another digit to bring down, so put a decimal point over here and a 0 over here. So 4 times 5 is 20. Got it? So the answer is 8412.5. Got it? So option number 2 is the correct option. Just select the correct option and click on the OK button. Got it, everyone? Option number 2 is the correct one. Just select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is you have to divide 465 point divided by 0.8. So again, the dividend has one decimal place. That means you have to move point one place right. You don't have any place, add a 0. It would be 4650. Got it? Just divide it by the 8. Got it, everyone? 8 times 5 is 40. It would be 6, and bring the next digit down. It would be 8 times 8 is 64. Bring the next digit down. 8 times 1 is 8. Here you have to. So put a decimal point over here and add a 0. 8 times 2 is 16. add a 0 because you already have a decimal point. 8 times 5 is 40. Got it? That means the correct option is 581.25. Question 16. Which question is it? Can you please write the question in the chat box? It would be 581.25. Which is question 16, M Soil? Please write the question in the chat box so that I can see the question. It would be 582 point. I forgot the answer. It would be please write the question in the chat box so that I can see which question you are talking about. Okay, let me do it on board. 6.4 divided by, you can just match the question then, okay? 6.4 divided by, it would be written actually like this. Got it? You have a division sign. So you have to divide 4,552 by 6.4. So you have one decimal place. Got it? Then you have to move decimal point one place right. You on the right side you don't have any digit. So you have to add a zero. Got it? So when you move right, it would be then 4,550. Got it? You have to divide them. Just divide 4 it by 64. Wait. 45520, you have to divide it by 0. Got it? Okay, let me just use the calculator and see how can we divide. It would be 4550 divided by 64. Okay, we can go for 64 times 7. So 64 times 7 is 448. Just subtract them. 455 subtract 448, it would be 7. Bring the next digit down. 64 times 1 is 64. So 62 subtract 74 is, sorry, 72 subtract 64 is 8. Now bring the next digit down. So we can go for 64 times 1 is 64 and you are left with 16. Now add a decimal point over here and a 0 over here. So we can go for 64 times 2. It would be 128. So just subtract. It would be 32. Add a 0. We can go for 64 times. Add a 0 over here. So 64 times 5 is 0. So we can go for 64 times 5 and that would be 320. Got it? That's how you have to divide. Now did you get the point you are asking about? Or still you have a confusion? Did you get the point you are asking about? Hello, Amy Soil. Did you get it now? Or still you have any confusion? Please ask the question in the chat box if you have any so that I can move on to the next lesson. Okay, great. Okay, the next one is inequalities with decimal division. Inequalities with decimal. Okay, the next lesson is inequalities with decimal division. Let me just go to the test. Okay, the first one is which sign makes the statement true? So you are given 19.6 divided by 3.5. divided by 5. So first of all, we have to solve this side. Got it? The left side. So move the decimal point one placed right in both the numbers because both of them have decimal point. So you have to move decimal point one. We have to move decimal point one place right for both the numbers. It would be 165 96 divided by 35. Got it? Just divide and let's see what is the answer. 196 divided by 35. 35 times 5. 5 times 5 is 25. 15, it would be 185. It would be then 10. Got it? So you can add a, wait, 196. 35 times 5 is 175. So it would be 20. Got it? Okay, you have to add a 0. So you have to divide 200 divided by 35. So it would be, you can go for 5. So it would be 35 times 6 is 210. We can go for 35 times 5. Got it? We can go for again 35 times 5. It would be 175 and you are left with 25. Got it? So then again you have to add a 0 over here. So 250 divided by 35, it is 735. 5.57 divided by, it is 245. You have a 0. So you can just, it would be 5 times 0.57. When you round off the numbers, it would be then 5.6. So you have to compare it to 5. So 5.6 is greater or 5 is greater? 5.6 is greater. So 5.6 is greater than 5. Got it? Okay, let's just start with the test questions. Okay, now you have to solve both of the sides. Got it? Let's start with this one. Both of the numbers have one decimal place. Got it? So you can divide both without the decimal. Where when you move decimal point, it would be 176 and 88. Got it? So I'm going to use the calculator. I have to divide 176 divided by 88. It would be 0.19. Okay, then you have to divide 17.6 by 8. 8 don't have any decimal point. Got it? So just divide them. 17.6 divided by 8. It would be 2.2. You have to compare the numbers. So 0.19 is greater than 2.2 or less than 2.2. 0.19 is less than 2.2. Got it? That means 0.19 is the less than 2.2. So the correct option is less than. Just select the correct option, then click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is 13.0 and 18 divided by 1.8. So the divisor has a division sign. Got it? That means you have to move decimal point. It would be then 13 and 18 divided by 1.8 is 10. You have to compare 13 is greater than or less than 10. So the correct option is 13 is greater than 10. Got it? So just select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, you can complete the test by yourself later today. Let me just move on to the next topic. The next topic is, I think, the final test of the chapter. So let's just start with the final test of the chapter. Okay, let's start with the final test of the chapter. Okay, divide, give an exact answer written as decimal. So you have to divide. Got it? So the dividend has a decimal point. Got it? You have to move it to 7,561 divided by 0.8. So you have to move decimal point one place, right? But you don't have any zero. You don't have any other digit to move, right? So you have to add a zero to be 75610, and you have to divide it by 8 now. Got it? So you can just calculate the value. I'm using the calculator. You have to divide. It would be 9,451.25. Got it? It would be the second option. Just select the correct option, then click on the OK button. Got it, everyone? Okay, the next one is 7 times 0.8 and 14 times 1, 14.1. Got it? You have to compare. So you have to do 17 times 0.8. Got it? You have, you are multiplying. You have to move decimal points to, so 17 times 0.8 is, you have a 17 times 0.8 is, I am using the calculator. It would be 0.8, it would be 13.6. So you have to compare 13.6 and 14 by point 1. So it is 13.6 is less than 13.6 is less than 14.1. Got it? So the correct option is the second one. Just select the correct option, then click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is 2783.4 divided by 1.2. So you have to move both the digits, you have to move decimal point one place, right? Got it? It will be written because both of them have the decimal place. So you have to 2783.4, and you have to divide it by 12. Got it? Because both of them have decimal point. So you have to move decimal point one place right in both the digits. Got it? So it would be 27834 divided by 12. It would be 239.5. Got it? The second option is the correct one. Just select the correct option, then click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is 8.88 times 100. So just count the number of zeros in the 100. You have two 100, so you just have to move decimal point two places, right? It would be 888. Got it? The first option is the correct option. Just select the correct option, then click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is 13.3 divided by 7 equals and 10.4. 13.3 divided by 7 is less than 10.4. Got it? It is less than. Just select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is 3 divided by 1.5 and 11.9 divided by 7. So 3 divided by 1.7, 1.5 is less than the other one. Got it? The correct option is the less one. So first option is the correct one and then click on the mm, greater. Oh, 3 divided by 1.5 is 2 and the other one is 1.7. So 2 is greater than 1.5. Got it? Okay, the next one is you have to divide 3 divided by 58.5. So which is the correct option? 58.5 divided by 3. It is the 19.5. Got it? Just select the correct option then click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is zero point 0.3 times 8.6. So you have to move decimal point. Both of the digits have decimal point. Got it? So that means you just have to, it would be 2.58. 2.58. The first option is the correct one. Just select the correct option then click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is you have to divide it by the 10. So just move the decimal point. You have to divide. You have to move decimal point one place left. Got it? Because you are dividing 5349.38. You move left, it would be from here to here. It will be 534.938. The third option is the correct option. Got it? Just select the correct option, then click on the OK button. Okay, you can complete the test by yourself later today. If you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. Got it? So here is the list of the chapters we have covered today. We're working on grade 6 maths. The chapter name is multiply and divide decimals, and the lessons we just covered are multiply and divide decimals by powers of 10, division with decimal quotients, inequalities with decimal division, and then the final test of the chapter. Got it? So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can ask question. I'm here to answer all your questions if you have any. Please write the questions in the chat box if you have any. Please write the questions if you have any. Okay, so if you have any question, you can ask questions on the, you can ask any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday. Either you can join me in the interactive classes. The time for the interactive classes is from Monday to Friday, and they are from 4 to 4:45. Got it? So that's all for today. Please make sure before the next session you have to complete all the text questions. So that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye everyone.